Okay, so this is the story, this is the grind, the hustle, whatever you want to call it, on how I was able to walk into Best Buy and buy my vlogging camera. Every time I tell people, they was like, well, didn't you just walk in the store and buy it? No, I had to go through trials and tribulations just to buy this camera. Not really, but the fact that I actually went to Best Buy and bought the camera shows like I was very dedicated and I was determined to meet my goal. I didn't do no type of research. Oh my god, I found my mic. Like, it's a karaoke mic. But, okay, so I didn't do no type of research on my camera. All I knew is that I want my camera to flip so I can see myself, see my beautiful face. So when I'm vlogging, I can go. I went on YouTube and, you know, like how folks be unboxing their camera on YouTube and they talk about, oh, this is how I started YouTube and stuff. I was basically watching those videos and I seen that everybody was getting the same Sony ZV-1F camera. I think it is Sony ZV-1F. They got like a little dash in the middle. So I was watching those type of videos and everybody was getting those cameras. I feel like I was overthinking that moment too, because then at that point I was searching up, oh, what's the difference between the Sony camera and the Canon camera? I realized that I was overthinking. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get the Sony camera, and if I want to upgrade my camera, fine. But for starting purposes, I was just gonna go on and get the Sony camera because it was in Best Buy and the camera was in stock everywhere. Like, I could literally buy the camera everywhere. Where do I want to start in the story? Because now I'm just going in the middle of the story. Like, this is not, there are a series of events that happened before this, but I don't want to be telling all my business now. But I'm just trying to give the motivational and the hustle and the grind of what I had to do. I want to say about 3 years ago, I got in a car wreck, and it's very embarrassing. Not really, because people get in car wrecks all the time, but I just feel like I'm telling all my business now. So 3 years ago, I got in a car wreck and I had car depression like a motherfucker. Like, I was so sad. I didn't want to do nothing. Like, you call my phone and be like, oh my god, I'm finna give you $1,000. I don't care. You could call me and be like, oh, come on, let's go get our nails done, let's go get something to eat. I don't care. I was just sad and I was like, I don't have my car. Like, I've been crying over a car and I don't have it. I didn't care what nobody was talking about because all I wanted was my car, and my car was gone. So I ended up getting a ticket and it was almost $1,000. So that made it even worse because I don't even remember. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember what happened. I was cruising and, you know, I was just chilled down. I was kind of upset because I was doing something else, but I'm not even going to mention that part because I don't even want to talk about that part. That part crazy. Everything happens for a reason, so I'm not mad anymore. I'm not sad, I'm not upset, but dang. Car depression is worse than regular feeling depression. Like, I cannot. I was cruising in my car and my wheels just started gravitating towards the left. So, I'm driving and I just noticed that my car is going to the left without me going to the left. So I'm thinking, is this me? Like, am I floating? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm still trying to process the fact that my car is going to the left. My car, you know, is already to the left. And luckily, there was not that many people on that side of the road. Like, they was coming, but the road was open. Like, it was nothing there. While my slow self is still trying to process the fact that my car going to the left, I'm on my car already in the other lane, literally to the over there. Like, I'm just over there. The point is that I'm over there when I'm supposed to be right here. And, you know, there was like, what do I want to call those things? Gates, barriers. I don't know what they're called, but, you know, they're just in the road so you don't go in the field. So then I end up going past that. Like, I'm like, what? Like, it was so embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to tell the story, but, you know, it was wires right there. So I went past them wires and my car was off the ground and stuff. I felt to go off the ground. I felt that I was in the air. And then, you know, I was turning and stuff and I was like, and I'm literally still trying to process the fact that my car went to the left. Like, it's still not picking up in my head. So I'm like, okay, and all this going on, my car turning, this is moving, I'm trying to stop and stuff like that. So when my car finally did stop, that's when I got out the car and I just bust out laughing because I was like, what the hell just happened? Like, I was literally driving and now I'm in the field. I'm over there. Like, what happened? It's not funny, but I'm just like, what? So I get out the car and I'm laughing. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking at my car. I said, oh no, baby. You know, at that time I thought, nah, somebody wished this to happen. Like, this, somebody wished this on me. Like, I really thought that because there's no way. Like, look how my car wrecked. And I still believe that deep down, but you know, everybody don't believe in that, and you know, you gotta kind of switch the story up. So now I don't tell people that. First I used to tell people that, and they thought I was crazy. They was like, yeah, this girl was high when she was driving, but I promise you I wasn't. I was not. So now I just tell people, oh, I just had bad tires, and you know, they telling me, oh, I hydroplaned and stuff like that, because it was raining. Like, it wasn't raining, but it was sprinkling. Deep down, baby, I know it was that magic. I know it was that black magic. Like, how did all that happen? And I was literally cruising, like literally cruising. So I don't think I hydroplaned. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Just because I'm young and I had my first car at 19 or 8, I think I was 18 or 20, that don't mean nothing. I know what I'm talking about. I really still believe it was that black magic. But we just gone. I'ma just tell the people that my tires was broken and it was something wrong with my tires. My tires did need to be checked out, but like, I knew it wasn't that bad because I already got them checked before. It took me 3 years to actually calm down from the fact that my car braked and I was in car depression. You know, I had other stuff going on too, and I feel like I had too much of an attachment to materialistic things, and I feel like that's another reason why I broke down. But it didn't have to break down how it did. Like, dang, I was still kind of traumatized because it's like I was telling everybody, oh, I need a car, like I'm trying to get me a car, like I'm trying to drive. I ain't never driving in the rain again, like because I don't know what happened. I really don't. I'm still trying to process the fact that my car was going left. It's like I can't cut off driving because that's my therapy. Like, that's when I need to get some air, baby, I hop in the car and I cruise down the street like I'm in California. Yeah, so back to the story. I had to give a mini side story so we can get back to the main story. But yeah, that's why I had to get up and get a 9 to 5. And honestly, I don't work 9 to 5s like that. Like, I used to work this serving job in 11th and 12th grade, and I used to bust my ass, baby. Like, I literally put work before school. I'm just glad that we had to finish school on the computers, because that was the perfect opportunity for me to stack my money up, and that's what I was doing 11th and 12th grade, baby. I wasn't worried about nothing. I started falling out with all my friends about that job. I was not playing. Like, I was really stacking my money, and I was really getting to it, okay? I started working 4 days out the week, and then it came to 5 days and 6 days, and next thing you know, I'm working every day of the week. I was at work 24/7. Like, I was literally gonna miss my graduation over that job. That was the reason why I bought my car in the first place. That's why I feel like I had such an attachment to it, because I really busted my ass off for that car. And it's just like, look how you red, look how you turned on me. I'm in the middle of the field, and these people asking me and my dad, and I'm over here laughing like it's something funny. That's just how I cope with things. I laugh. I have to laugh and make jokes. I have to smile, because who wants to be sad? Why would I be crying? That could have been my opportunity to get a better car. Maybe God was trying to tell me, you got that bust down ragged old car, I'm finna give you something else. I'm finna upgrade. Baby, let me upgrade. Anytime I go get a 9 to 5 now, after I work that job, it's because I want to meet new people, or I just need something to do. Like, I've been sitting in the house too long, or I'm bored, or I just want to network. That's literally why I get up and work a job, because I just can't. I will never put in that many hours, because I don't even have the energy. I feel like I'm burnt out at 18, and that's so crazy. And this is how I feel. Like, I can't put in 40 hours of work no more. I could put 40 hours of work doing something else, but not going to nobody's job. Can't do it. Now I'm getting distracted, because I'm supposed to be telling of how I was able to buy a camera, to walk a Best Buy, buy the camera. I'm not even gonna get started on this restaurant, because they, I remember I first applied, and you know, they was trying to scare me with serving stories, but I'm just looking at them like this, like, yeah, I'm ready to take it. And they tell me, yeah, it get busy and everybody be drunk, and you know, they gonna be cussing at you, and I'm looking at them like this. Because I'm just thinking about all the stories I've been through. And I was in the 11th and 12th grade. But, you know, I started working at this restaurant, I think I was 20. So they were trying to scare me, and I was like, you're not scaring me. I literally had to run the whole restaurant by myself, because one of my coworkers was trying to be funny and stay at home. I still remember that day. It was me and my manager. And I remember I walked through the door, because I was finna tell him, I'm finna go home, baby. Like, my throat sore, and I don't want to sit down, feet hurting and stuff. And he gonna tell me some, go on and put your apron on and get to work, because so-and-so called out and it's game day. I'm like, hold up. And, you know, I didn't really have no problem with it. Like, I did want to go home and rest, but I didn't have no problem, because it's just like, I want to make this cat. Like, I was like, okay, she gone, baby. That means all tip money going to me. I swear, after that day, I was up. I was like, I was out the door. I ain't even know people do, because the restaurant I was working at back in my hometown, I didn't even know that restaurant was right there. Man, I ain't even think other people knew about the restaurant, because I'd be like, oh, why don't y'all come down here and eat? And like, you know, this is me promoting, like, y'all come see me at work and stuff. They tell me, we don't know what that is. I'm not really a talkative person. Like, I'm a talkative person clearly, because I'm clearly sitting up here doing story time and talking my butt off. But I'm saying, I don't like small talk. So all that hello and stuff, no. Even in the restaurant, baby, tell me why your baby daddy lost custody of his kids. That's what I want to know. I swear that they made me feel like I was a boss, baby. Them people was coming in, they was like, oh, can we get a table too? I was like, well, as you can see, I'm the only one, I'm the only server in here, and I understand it's game day, but baby, you gonna have to get on my time. So you gotta hop on my schedule. I was like, the restaurant full, so I'm gonna have you sit right there, wait over there, and then when we get a table clear, we can have you sit down. Like, this was me and stuff. I was feeling like a boss. I was like, I was telling my manager, baby, you might as well resign, because I'm gonna be the next manager now, baby. What? Nobody was disrespectful, you know. They always be trying to ease up. They always be trying to sweet talk you. They be like, what? You're the only server here? Yeah. Now stand over there and wait until the table get. You see, I gotta handle the whole restaurant by myself, and you sitting here in my ear talking about, well, you're the only server here. They need better management. Go talk to the manager and go fill out the paperwork so you can be the manager. So you want to talk all that stuff, you want to be all in my ear. I'm just thinking about that story, and when I come to this big old city, I ain't gonna name drop. They talking about some people get drunk and they might cut you out, they might want to fight you. I'm looking at them like, okay, that ain't nothing, baby, that is nothing. But you know, I still ended up being a food runner, so I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna bring self-worth into the picture. You sit here and tell me I ain't got no experience. Baby, I started working as a server. I started rolling sushi, baby. I was in the kitchen, I was managing, I was paying out employees, and when I get to this big city, y'all tell me I ain't got no experience. Okay, I'm gonna let that slide, because I'm just trying to buy my camera and pay my ticket off so I can keep it pushing P. And y'all just going about y'all business, because I didn't even plan on being here longer than a year. Maybe if I liked it. Cause I like being in the restaurant industry, but you know, it is toxic, it's mentally draining. So that's why I was trying to wait it out and see, do I like this restaurant? Do I want to commit my time? Because you know, it's like I said, I would never put in 40 hours of work, but you know, I'll dedicate, you know, I'll commit to 2 or 3 days out the week, just because I ain't got nothing to do. And you know, I like to fill up my schedule. I like to be productive. I like to keep it moving. I cannot sit down. I have to keep moving. Even if I'm going to a beach and sitting down, like, I have to fill up my schedule. Yeah, I end up working there, and I start working morning shift. And this on top of that, baby, morning shift, they ain't got no type of motion. Like, all the motion was in night shift. That's another thing. Like, I was making more money in my small town than I did in this big old city. So I was like, what? Every time they handed me my tips, I'm like, what is this? 20 ain't nothing but change, nigga. Like, what? Like, what is this? But I was trying to be grateful. Now, you know, I was trying to accomplish my goal, and I just was trying to go on and ignore everything that was going on, so I could be able to accomplish my 2 goals. That was my 2 main goals, working this job. You know, I would come in every day at 11 o'clock early too. Sometimes, I believe I was late 2 or 3 times, but it was like a little petty 5 minutes. But I came in every day and I did my little shift and got my little change money. Usually when I get these jobs, I be balling out, baby. Like, I get the first paycheck, I'm headed out to the first store I see on the corner. Like, I'm ready to shop. But you know, when I got this job, I didn't have the urge to shop or nothing. So I was like, oh, that's good. And don't be acting like it's just me, because it's not. Like, y'all be getting y'all paychecks too, and y'all cut on, little baby, I'm gonna turn up on this hater every chance that I get. I was in this big old city. This a tourist city. Like, baby, they known for shopping. But I still was buying clothes, but I was like, you know, I was buying bras, panties, socks, stuff like that. I was literally trying to prepare for trips that I don't know if I was gonna take or not. So basically, I was buying basic clothes, and I was buying sweaters and sweatpants. You never know when you might go out of state and the state gonna be cold. And you know, I'm in this hot city, like, it's hot all year round. I got crop tops and swimsuits and booty shorts. What if I just up and tomorrow want to go on a trip and I ain't got no sweatpants and no sweats or no gloves? So I was just making sure I had everything. Like, I had clothes for all 4 seasons, just in case something happened. I didn't have to worry about food, because you know, I worked at a restaurant. You know, the food was decent for now, baby. And I tell you, I was up in there. Like, I just don't understand. Like, okay, so I'm working at the restaurant and we get percent off, right? You know, we get meal discount. So I'm gonna eat. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna sit up there and eat me a nice meal, because you want me to come clock in at 11 and leave at 4, and you telling me I can't sit down and have no nice meal? Yeah, boo. I'm finna get me something to eat, and I'm finna sit down and I'm finna eat like we at Ruth Chris. I do not go to jobs working 40 hours no more. I'm basically there for your emotional support. I'm basically there to make it a fun environment. That's my job. That's how I see it. But you know, they don't see it like that. But I'm just there for good vibes and good eats. They just trying to be funny. Tell me some, dang, you eat every day? Yeah. How I see it, I don't have to go to Ruth Chris after I get paid if I want to. But I don't have to go to Ruth Chris because I'm working at a whole restaurant. But I can get food from there. And you know, they was like, well, we've been working here for 3 or 4 years, so we getting tired of the food. I'm like, oh, well, I just started working here and these wings good and I'm finna tear up all 50 of them. Now what? I did get distracted because I do got all these holes in my ear. I got 3 ear piercings and I got 2 nose piercings, and I decided to get this Medusa piercing. So I was saving. I was close to my goal. But I just had to get me dripped out in some jewelry, baby. Like, I needed some high quality jewelry. I was tired of going to the beauty supply store. You know, I'm allergic to fake jewelry, you know. That's how I knew I was supposed to be a rich, wealthy little baby. I ended up dropping a little bag on these 2 right here and this right here. And I was supposed to go back and get the earrings, but I got distracted and I forgot. So, but I'm still finna go back and get them because I need my ears to be shiny. I need, baby, why do I got 3 holes in my ear and ain't no jewelry? And then I'ma switch out and get some more. Cause I don't know why I ain't get all of it in the first place. Oh, cause I wasn't supposed to be spending the money in the first place. But you know, that was an impulsive buy. But it was a good impulsive buy. A good impulsive buy because I had to go on to get my jewelry. Like, I'm working in a restaurant, you have to invest in your looks because, you know, working in a restaurant, that's how you get your tips. So I was trying to make sure I was presenting myself in a respectable manner and going to get my piercings and get high quality. So when you're looking at me, you can see these diamonds shining. Like, I made sure my appearance was up to par, as I do anyway, because I never miss out on my beauty sleep ever. I'm the type of person, baby, if I want to wake up tomorrow and I want to get on a helicopter, that's what I was gonna do. I really felt like a grown woman because I don't do plans. I just can't. Like, I feel like when you sit down and make a plan, that's an excuse too. Because while I'm talking and writing down the plan and say, oh, I'm gonna do this and do that, I could have been got up and made some action. That's how I see it. Came up with a quick little plan because I know I don't like making plans like that. But you know, sometimes you have to plan stuff out. Let's say if I made $120 in the morning shift, so I would put away the $100, and that means I got $20 to spend. And I was putting away most of my money, so I can go on and nip this in the bud. I can go on and take care of my business, and I can go on and get my camera. And I don't have to be in these people's establishment at all. So I remember I was working my little morning shift and I really thought I was having motion. Like, no, that's when I learned about night shift. Night shift is like from 5 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 in the morning. Like, I was like, whoa, like I felt some type of, I was like, whoa, like, one thing about my restaurant in hometown, baby, we was out the door at 11 o'clock. My manager didn't even want me to finish sweeping. He said, baby, we'll finish that in the morning. This is how I found out, because you know, one of the night shift workers, I guess they came to work morning shift. That's how I met him and stuff. And you know, he was telling me about night shift and this. He's like, well, I ain't really no morning shift person. I'm more of a night person. You know, he trying to flex and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, what's night shift? Like, what y'all be doing? I got the opportunity to work night shift. So I was like, okay, let me take this opportunity. Let me go see what y'all hollering about. Let me see what this hype about in night shift. So my co-worker, I guess he had something going on. So he was asking, he was like, oh, I got this going on. I really want to take off, but I got to work night shifts. So he, you know, he was just telling me. So I was like, well, we could switch shifts. Like, you could work my morning shift and I could work your night shift. And you know, he off the bat, hell nah, like, you ain't finna take my shift, baby. I want my money. So I was like, okay, like, I'm not pressed. That's you. Ooh, this the part that killed me. I remember he texted my phone later on that week and he was like, so do you want to switch shifts? I looked at this boy message and I was like, I've been told you that in the beginning of the week, but you wanted to hurry up and cut me off. Talking about some, now you want your money, you want to work your shift. You weren't even trying to listen to me. I already told you that in the beginning of the week. And he was like, oh my god, you're the best. Okay. So yeah, we ended up switching shifts and that was the first time I worked night shift. It was cool. I liked it. Like, it kept me moving because, you know, morning shift, you be moving. But that's what killed me because my manager was talking about, oh, we need to buy you some roller skates. I don't know if she was trying to be funny, but it's like, what I need roller skates for? Like, you talking about my speed and work, but it ain't nothing going on. Y'all ain't got no motion. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I was like, oh, you want me to go get roller skates? Because I would really go on Lincoln Road and buy me some roller skates, because I already seen that little skate shop right there in the corner and I already passed by and I wanted to buy skates and you just mentioned skates, so that gives me a reason to go buy some skates. And she said, you can't roller skate on the establishment. Okay, well, stop telling me I need to go get some skates then. Now I really be like this in the skate, like, you want your order? You want some more ketchup? You need some more water? I'll be skating back like this. Cause I would really clock off and go to Lincoln Road and get them skates. The first time it was cool. I wasn't really tired, and you know, they was like, oh, this your first time working night shift? You know, they're trying to give me Red Bull and energy drinks and coffee. I'm like, dang, like, it's not that deep. But you know, they've been working there for years, so they know how it goes. I ended up drinking a little coffee shot, like, you know, the little Cupid shots, whatever they call them. I don't know what they call them. I was like, there's no way y'all turn coffee into taking shots. But I had took me one of that night, and I was feeling good. Like, it kept me up. The only thing with night shift is my feet was hurting back. I can't do it. I felt like I was working 40 hours that shift. No, my feet was hurting. And then when I tried to take a break, they told me, oh, baby, we don't take breaks in night shifts. I was like, who? Because, baby, the queen has to rest. There's no way y'all gonna have me on my feet. I was like, yeah, maybe night shift not for me, because I will be sitting down taking a rest. I couldn't even sit down and enjoy my meal like I be doing in the morning shift. They tell me, eat what? You better eat these fries that's in this basket. Nah. I want to sit down and eat my whole meal, with my discount. But yeah, I was like, okay, maybe I need to just work in my little morning shift, because maybe that's just best for me. I'll be the morning shift queen, you feel me? It came down to the moment where I had about $1,000. It turns out I didn't need, my ticket was not $1,000, it was about $800 something. So I was like, oh, well, I just need about $100 more. All I gotta do is go to work tomorrow, and I got that payment. Okay, so I had about $300 for my camera, and then I had about $700 for my ticket. So this was my logic. Okay, so I didn't just want to go and take the money from my savings from my camera and put it towards my tickets. That means I would have to work even longer to accomplish my goal of getting the camera, when I could have just worked and, you know, kept adding money to it. So by the time I pay my ticket off, I'll be closer to my goal, closer to the finish line of being able to buy my camera, instead of taking all the money from my savings and putting it over there and I have to start all over again. I'm thinking, oh, so I have to work about 1 more month to be able to accomplish both of my goals. But you know, I got the opportunity to work night shift again, and I stayed there till 4:30 in the morning. And honestly, when I worked that night shift that time, I wasn't tired until 3 o'clock hit. 3 o'clock in the morning hit. You know, it was time to wind down and everything was getting quiet. You know, that just made me sleepy. Like, at first I was up, I was moving and stuff like that, and it was a game day. I'm talking about that whole restaurant was busy. After I finished working that shift, I basically had all the money I needed to go buy the camera and pay my ticket out. It's just that after I get done doing those 2 transactions, I will be down to $0. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, because then I'm gonna feel like I'm broke and I ain't got no money. Mind you, I did my morning shift 11 to 4, because you know, I wasn't switching shifts with nobody. I just covered somebody's shift. So I was at work from 11 o'clock in the morning till 4:30 in the morning, and I would never do that again. I would never do that again. I was proud, and you know, I only did that because I was this close to getting the money that I needed. I planned that I'll be working 2 to 3 more weeks to be able to get the rest of the money. But if I work this night shift, baby, that's one day I'm covered. And then another thing, I had to be back at work the next day, or literally the next morning at 11 o'clock. So I go home, right? I'm like I literally laid out like this in my work clothes, and I got up in 30 minutes and I was ready to go to my shift. It's just that when I was on my way there, my manager texted me. He was like, oh, we don't need you today. So basically, you tell me you don't need me for my shift because I sat up here and covered somebody else's shit. You know, I was making all that money. I was mad at first. So I was like, okay, now you trying to stop my money. Because I didn't want to be dead broke after I paid off my ticket and got my camera. So that was going to be my little extra money that I was going to have on the side, whatever I made that morning. And I was 1 stop away from my destination. He called, or he texted me, and he told me all that. So I was like, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm already up. Like, I took me a woke nap. I sat on that bench and I just laid back like this, and I dozed off. I closed my eyes for 30 minutes and I'm already out. And at this point, I'm about 5 stops away from Daily Mall. So I'm thinking, like, I'm not down the street if I was in the car, but I'm down the street if I was on the train. I could just go on and go to Best Buy and get this camera while I'm right here, while I'm sitting right here. Because I wasn't finna go home, I'm already up, and ride my tail all the way down there to Daily Mall. I went online and I bought the camera on Best Buy. I bought it so I could be able to come pick it up. Because I didn't want no problems, I didn't want no beef, I didn't really want to talk to nobody, because, you know, mind you, I'm still tired from working the whole day. But yeah, y'all know about Daily Mall. I like them people over there. They so nice, them Spanish folks. They just so cute, and they just be looking at me. I be like, yeah, yes, I'm waiting until, you know, they get my camera ready so I can come pick it up. So I'm in Daily Mall, I'm strolling there, I got me something to eat. And you know, in Daily Mall, they got this area, like if you go up to the second floor and you go outside, they got benches. So I went up there and I took me a nap, baby. I sat right there and I put my little sweater over my head and I had my backpack with me and I went to sleep. Cause I was tired. And then when I realized like I was sleeping, I woke up, I was like, oh snap, baby, I gotta go pick up this camera. And I went to the Best Buy. It had Michael's over there and it had a Target over there, and I think it had other stuff over there. And I walked in there and I went up to them folks. I was like, I ordered something online, came to see it was picked up. He telling me, we didn't even know you placed the order. Like, we didn't even see the order and our stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh. So he was like, but we got that camera in stock right now. When I got in the store, he asked me like, oh, did you buy the tripod too? I said, I just paid for one thing, baby. And he was like, oh, well, it come with a tripod and all these accessories to accessorize the camera. So I was like, ooh. I go home and I'm just sleeping. Like, I slept for the whole day, and when I woke up, that's when I started playing with my camera and stuff. I was like, oh my god, I really bought this thing. It's a good beginner camera. Like, it's really slept on. Like, it got all these features on here. Like, it got the flip screen, baby. You can do white balance, you can do exposure. It got 3 different modes. Like, you can do all this on this camera. I remember I went in Best Buy too, and I was asking them, oh, where the pink camera at? Just to find out that that's a case. Some of them girls got the Sony camera with the pink on there. So I'm thinking that was the pink camera. So I'm over here searching up pink and stuff. I was like, well, maybe let me go in the store and ask them. He talking about a pink camera. He was like, oh, you probably mean a case. It was like, we have cases for our Sony camera. I was like, oh, that's probably what it was. And when I went home and, you know, I woke up from my nap, I searched it. It was a case. I was like, ooh, that's some burgers. I really been trying to like push off the fact that I need to start YouTube by saying, oh, I ain't starting on YouTube until I get the camera. So now the camera in my hand, now what? What you finna do now? And I'm like, yeah, baby, so we finna get this YouTube start with good. I just felt it in my spirit. Like, I've been saying, oh, I need to start a YouTube. Like, I've been saying that since 9th grade. I feel like my spirit would take me by the ear. Like, if you don't start this YouTube, I know something. It's like, you want me putting on your ear and stuff, yeah. I got what I needed and I went and picked that ticket out. I was like, baby, I got a new camera and I can get a new car now. Wood, can't nobody stop me, but I've been look good. 3 years I've been holding weight on my shoulders and it's finally off. Baby, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. That's how I was feeling. Like, after I did that, cause it was on a Sunday or it was on a Saturday, so I had to wait until Monday anyway to be able to pay my ticket. Them people don't be open on them days. I had to wait till that establishment opened on the weekday. And I took care of my business and I made it my priority. Like, ooh, I remember when I got my camera and I was just so happy. I went to go show my coworkers at work, because you know, before that they were trying to sit up in my face and stuff. You know, I was trying to be nice. Like, it's a love and hate relationship with them. I just cannot. Like, y'all want to be in my face so bad. I was talking to some folks and I was like, yes, I'm trying to get this camera because I want to start YouTube and stuff. And they was like, oh, you want to be a little YouTuber and stuff? And I was like, yes, girl. Like, yeah. I went in, I was just like playing with it. And I was like, I didn't say, like, I wasn't flashing it or bragging or nothing. Like, I ain't going there like, look, y'all, I did this. I don't even need this much that y'all no more. Like, I ain't going there saying all that. I just pulled it down, you know, I was just recording. Like, I had set it down and I was trying to record myself to see if it was working and stuff. Everybody was like, oh, you got your camera. Like, all the folks that I was telling that I'm gonna get this camera, it was like, oh, you got it. And I was like, yeah, I did it. You know, you always got them haters, like them undercover haters, like they be killing me. One lady was like, oh, your sugar daddy must bought you that. Sugar daddy. I wish. Cause baby, now you doing too much. You're doing too much. She's like, oh, she young, she ain't got no bills, so of course you can go buy a camera. You could buy one too. All you gotta do is put your mind to it. I don't care if you paying bills or not. All it takes is dedication and determination, baby. You could done just like I did. Okay, the coworker that I switched shifts with, tell me why you gonna come in my face, tell me I got my money for selling my body and stuff. Like, what did you talking about? We work the same job and you get more motion than me because I'm working these little baby morning shifts that ain't getting me no type of money. But you know, I wasn't complaining. I was being grateful and I was saving my money. And you work night shift where you get all the money and stuff. You should have been about you a camera. You should have been about you one. You been working here long before me. Cause he ain't never talked to me like that before. So it's just the fact that you said that in my face and you didn't think that I heard it, but I did hear it because I hear everything. I hear everything now. You trying to whisper, so I won't hear, but I heard it. And in my head, I was like, oh, this an undercover hater. I'm like, I gotta stay away from him. I gotta fall back for him because he hating. But you feeling some type of way because I got this camera. But we work the same job and you could have easily bought you one. It just wasn't on your mind. You wasn't thinking about it. You claim you a content creator. Why you didn't get you no camera yet? Because I'm a content creator and I made sure I wasn't leaving at this job without this camera. Because that's where I came into this job for, to get the camera. Now I would. But yeah, all of them with low-key hating, talking about, oh, she got her sugar daddy about her that. Why y'all mad? Why y'all worried about what I'm doing? We all work the same job. We literally all sitting in the same area. We all get paid from the same person, and y'all ask me how I got this camera. It ain't that hard. They sitting in my face telling me I got this and that. Why y'all worry about me in my business? Like, just say congratulations and keep it pushing P and go finish your shift, because my shift was over. I'm finna go home. Y'all just starting y'all shit, so go worry about your shit. Stop worrying about how I got my camera. Why you worry about how I got my camera? Who cares if my sugar daddy buy? He need to buy me some more stuff. He need to buy me a car. He need to buy me a whole house. And he need to give me bands on top of bands, racks on top of racks. So I can do what I gotta do, so I can open my business and stuff. Go tell my sugar daddy that. Let me stop playing with these folks. But they really irritating. Like, I don't come to y'all. Like, I didn't come, you know, I had a few people that I liked and I've talked to. Like, I'm my homies. But the rest, the majority of y'all, 80% of y'all, I don't even know y'all. And y'all just in my face and y'all trying to start stuff. Like, I don't have time for that. But yeah, that's the hustle, and that's the grind, and that's the story on what I had to go through and what was my motivation. And, you know, everything just happened for me to be able, let me say this, the series of events that happened, that I was able to go into Best Buy and buy the camera. And yes, it's the same camera that I'm looking at, and I keep touching my hair because I'm looking at myself. I'm just looking good, and my hair looking good, and the screen flip, and I can see myself. It's making me feel good again. Like, oh, I did it. Yeah, I did it. That's the end of the story. I lived happily ever after. The end.